Welcome everyone, today we have a special guide for Diablo 4 in Season 1. Now looking behind me, I have some interesting engine items, and what I want to show you guys is not to brag off, but I was pretty lucky. Can you see? This is an item I got at level 55 or level 56, but notice that this is a level 813 item. This is an engine item. But something interesting will happen, and let me show you guys a small replay over here. So I do think this is potentially a bug, but if you guys do this correctly, this can be really good. So let me just show you guys a replay over here. Here I'm farming with one of my friends. I'm currently level 56, and we're clearing out a dungeon that is a secret dungeon for tier 15. But we're clearing this one with tier world level 4. So we're clearing this one on the world level 4, but this is a secret dungeon. So what happens when we clear this dungeon at level 4? Notice that we're actually getting ancient items from this particular secret dungeon. We're still getting the dungeon completion experience. Notice this is a tier 15 dungeon. We're clearing this dungeon, we're getting ancient items. And this is kind of buggy, because what you're going to see is, notice that after killing the monster, it instantly reloaded us back to the dungeon. We did not get the glyph experience. And we were like, WTF, like, whoa, what happened? You can see we're texting, right? We're like, whoa, what just happened? And this actually happened multiple times. We're like, this is so strange. It instantly teleported us out. But the focus is you're able to get ancient items repetitively if you use this method. And we haven't tested this a lot, so this just happened once, right? So let me fast forward the replay a little bit and show you guys again. So in the same dungeon, we're still playing this dungeon, tier 15 secret dungeon on world difficulty 4. And here we're going to summon the boss. And by clearing the boss, the dungeon is completed. The same loophole or the same bug is going to happen. I'm not sure exactly what is happening, but let me just show you guys over here. So here we kill the boss, and the boss got life steal. And let's have a look over here. So after killing the boss, we get items, and unfortunately here we didn't get the secret items. So what seems to be happening is that this can potentially give you more engine items if you do this correctly. Now, to be honest guys, I have not tested this multiple times, because during this run with my friend here, we were just playing normally and we didn't expect this to be happening. But whenever this happens, it teleports you out of the dungeon, it kicks you out, and you restart a new dungeon. Now, we did use the dungeon resetting method, and what that means is, before the dungeon is completed, we have swapped the party leaders. So I have given a party leader to him, and he has given back to me. And we're not sure exactly how this has happened. And after leaving the dungeon and going back to world level 3, this doesn't happen anymore. So let me run the whole thing with you guys. I have also prepared some notes in case you guys want to know how to get more engine items. So this is the interesting one, right? So I'm going to talk about this one first, then we'll talk about other ways of getting more engine items. So as a recap of how this has happened, so initially I was trying to find a dungeon, and a few friends was playing the dungeon with tier 15. I do believe they were playing on World Difficulty 3 or World Difficulty 4, but I joined them while I was with World Difficulty 4. And after joining them, they shared a leader with me, and then I promoted back to them, and then I leave the party. And by doing so, I was able to save a tier 15 secret dungeon on World Difficulty 4. So I joined the party at World Difficulty 4, I left the party, and I went back to my own world at World Difficulty 4. And this map basically stays available for me at World Difficulty 4. And after that, I was able to then find a friend to join me to start resetting this particular difficulty and play at this level. Do keep in mind, both of us have unlocked World Difficulty 4 with a capstone. So this allows us to play the tier 15 dungeon at World Difficulty 4 and have a chance of dropping engine items. But of course, we're unsure if this is repetitive and if this is doable for everyone, because after resetting and after going out of the world and going back to the world, because I was trying to fix this bug, I was trying to fix this one so we can get the glyph experience. But during the time, we didn't notice that we were getting a lot of engine items because of this. So this is quite interesting. I thought I'd share the method with you guys to see if we can repeat this one to get some engine items. Do keep in mind, if you do get this potential bug or glitch, then you can't get your glyph experience, and this is the downside. Now coming back to my notes, I guess this is the second part now, because as I was writing up the notes, I just realized this is a potential way to get more engine items, so I started this at the first part. So if you come back to my notes, what I was initially planned to do is, I was initially planned to show you guys all the ways of getting some really good secret items on ancient items. And one of the best items I have gotten is this 813X, which can be really good for my druid. Now if we go back to my replay, notice I was currently 56 and I was getting some really nice ancient items, including getting this axe from the world boss. So here what I do is, I'll give you guys a quick summary of the best ways of getting your ancient item early and getting them at really high level. So we have talked about this potentially bug or glitch, but I don't know how this repeats, and I was just trying this once or twice and don't know what is happening, right? So other than that, what you want to notice is, for your ancient items, they will be locked at level 60 for the minimum level. So regardless you're world difficulty 4 or world difficulty 3, you have to be level 60 to be using those items. Now the next part, if you're using any of the methods here, you have to be unlocking world difficulty 4. And this can be a little harder for some of the classes. For me, for the druid, it was actually hard to try this one at level 55 solo. Now what I hear is, most of the classes can clear this one at level 60 solo. And this is a really good time to clear this. Because as you clear the dungeons, you'll be getting some nice items. And once you go to the world difficulty 4, you can be using the ancient items you find to be able to equip them right away at level 60. Now some of my friends who are rogue can clear this one as early as level 55. So keep in mind, if you claim for world difficulty 4 capstone, those are the benchmarks for most of the classes and also for rogues. For me as a druid, I was fortunate enough one of my rogue friends came to help me, because I was not level 60 and I was having trouble soloing this one. So here I want to say a big thank you for Adreno and also Now for helping me clearing this particular dungeon with a capstone. Now I could try to clear this myself, but I do need a little higher level, and it is so much more helpful to have some higher level friends. And what I do in the future is, once I get high enough level guys, I will be able to help you guys to clear as well. If you guys in the claim on my Discord, I'll try to help you guys clear some of those capstones to get to world difficulty 4. Now, once you guys have gotten to world difficulty 4, the best ways of getting more, ancient items is using those 3 methods. So one of the ways is that you can be farming uniquely named monsters. Now, if you come over to this interactive map from Frax Life, you can actually select over here to find unique name enemies. So I have the links available for you guys. And if you guys remember previously on the pre-season, I was able to get an 831 sword using this method. And you can see the stats for those particular items. And that was for Barbarian, right? So those items, there are some up and downs. They come with really high item level, but unfortunately they are fixed with FX with only 3 FX. But notice that my favorite axe at the moment, I'm still waiting to use this one, right? Too busy making videos. So this axe looks pretty good for the druid. And what are the ways of getting more ancient items? Well, I would recommend having a timer ready to go for the world boss. And once you go for the world boss, I do believe every 3, 4, or 5 hours, I actually don't have a timer. I just check every half hour. So once you clear the world boss, it usually guarantees a drop of ancient grade items, and the wait is definitely worth it. And this is how I got my axe and also a few of my ancient items. So notice over here, after clearing the world boss, I was able to make a quick recording to show you guys what I got. And this was quite nice. And notice here, I got an ancient amulet. So one of the best ways of doing this is doing through the world boss, getting some of the nice clips and also some ancient items. Now, because waiting for the world boss can take a little longer, what I recommend is start doing the Legion event at world difficulty 4. You get bonus experience until level 75 because the monsters will be fixed at level 75. This is really good for Opal and also gambling. And I do recommend waiting for level 60 or waiting for level 70 before you start gambling. And while waiting for those, notice that I have bought a lot of my Whispering Keys, because I also noticed you get some really decent items at World Difficulty 4 from those special chests that is recently buffed. And once you get to level 70, you're guaranteed to get some ancient item from gambling as well, so keep that in mind. Now the downside of doing the Legion event at this moment is there is a chance of not getting 3 chest reward from doing the Legion event, because there is not a lot of people doing this at World Difficulty 4. Hopefully as you guys watch this video and also you try those methods, we get more people doing those events. Now finally, you can be doing World Difficulty 4 events on the overworld. Now let's come over to any of the interactive map. So notice that this is the overworld, right? And there's a lot of things that's highlighted over here. So you can find a path, make a rotation of 5 overworld events. And if you can clear this effectively, especially at Mastery difficulty for World Difficulty 4, you can be getting a lot of engine items. And this also provides you with opals. And even better, if you can clear this with a rotation within the Helltide, you also get Helltide Cinders, and this is the best combination to be farming once you're stronger. Now finally, as a reminder to get more ancient items, once you guys are above level 70, definitely look into the shop refreshes. After level 60, I do believe you start to see some ancient items, but most of them are still secret. After level 70, you can start to see 800 plus ancient items, and this can be a massive boost to make sure you save some gold. Yes, I'm saving at least 1 to 2 million gold just in case I get some really good weapons or items in the shop refresh. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed, it is a really good time to do so, because I'll be covering tons of Diablo 4 related topics and also videos and also guides. We'll be looking to the top meta builds, non-meta builds, leveling up, and also Paragon tricks. We're also looking to the latest events and also official updates and also changes to different characters and also different builds in the game. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also turn the notification on, because a lot of you who are watching the videos have not subscribed. You can see 80% of the viewers who are watching our videos have not subscribed, so make sure you subscribe to stay tuned for the latest update for Diablo 4. Now hopefully you guys found this video helpful. I will try to find more ways to get more items, more experience for us in the new season. And I wasn't sure how this particular thing we'll talk about at start was happening. So I'm not sure if this is a bug or what is happening, but you guys can see in the replays, I'll have the replays available for you guys to have a look what exactly happens. So here comes over to the replay of this happening a few times with me and my friend. We have no idea what is happening. And also at the end of the replay, you can see that we try to attempt to fix a bug. And by doing so, we somehow became World Difficulty 3, and we lost the chance of getting more ancient items because of this. Now before you go, and if you guys didn't know, we have a new YouTube channel. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and check out the behind the scenes and also fun clips and also more stories about us. And then you get to know me a little more personally instead of just reading the news and also the games, right? So I want to share a little bit more with you guys. So make sure you check this channel out if you're interested about Matt and also Uni. She's really funny too, and she's really shy. So I want to give her a surprise and do a shout out for the new channel to get some subscribers. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time.